Hello, my friend. Have you ever spent so much time taking care of other people that you forgot to take care of yourself? You help, you support, you give your time and energy. And yet, at the end of the day, something still feels missing. Maybe your own dreams have been waiting. Maybe your own goals have been pushed aside. Maybe you have been so busy trying to make everyone else happy that you forgot to ask yourself one simple question. What do I want? Welcome to the channel. If you enjoy learning English through meaningful stories and life lessons, please like this video and subscribe. It helps us create more content for learners around the world. Now let's begin. Many people spend their lives looking outward. They watch what others are doing. They follow other people's expectations. They compare themselves to other people's success. But the more they focus on everyone else, the further they move away from themselves. The truth is simple. You cannot build a happy life while ignoring your own growth. You cannot create balance while constantly chasing approval. And you cannot become your best self if all your attention belongs to other people. Today, we will explore a powerful lesson. Focus on yourself first. Not because you are selfish, but because your life matters too. Because when you grow, your life grows. When you become stronger, your future becomes stronger. And when you learn to value yourself, everything begins to change. So, relax. Listen closely. And let's discover why focusing on yourself may be the first step toward a more balanced and happier life. Part 1. The price of living for other people. Most people do not lose themselves all at once. It happens little by little. A small compromise today, a small sacrifice tomorrow, and over time, these small choices begin to shape an entire life. Many of us grow up wanting to be liked. We want approval from family, friends, teachers, and coworkers. This is normal. We all want to belong. But problems begin when approval becomes more important than authenticity. Instead of asking, "What do I truly want?" we ask, "What will make other people happy?" At first, this seems harmless. You say yes when you want to say no. You hide your opinions to avoid conflict. You postpone your goals because someone else needs your time. These choices may feel kind, but when they happen every day, they come with a cost. Slowly, you stop listening to your own voice. You become so focused on meeting other people's expectations that you forget your own dreams. One day, you wake up feeling tired, not because you worked too hard, but because you have been carrying a life that does not fully belong to you. The truth is simple. You cannot build a meaningful future if you are always living according to someone else's plan. Your life is unique. Your strengths are unique. Your goals are unique. No one else can decide what fulfillment looks like for you. That responsibility belongs to you. This is why focusing on yourself is not selfish. It is necessary. When you understand yourself better, you make better decisions. When you know your values, you waste less time trying to impress people. And when you stop living for approval, you gain something priceless. Freedom. The freedom to choose your own direction. The freedom to pursue your own goals. The freedom to become the person you were meant to be. But there is one powerful habit that makes this difficult for millions of people every day. It steals attention, it steals confidence, and it steals peace of mind. That habit is comparison. Let's talk about that next. Part 2. The comparison trap. One of the fastest ways to lose focus on yourself is to compare your life to someone else's. Today, comparison is everywhere. A few minutes online can make it seem like everyone is happier, richer, smarter, or more successful than you. You see people traveling. You see people buying homes. You see people reaching goals. And without realizing it, you start measuring your life against theirs. This is a dangerous habit because you are comparing your everyday reality to someone else's highlight reel. You see their success. You do not see their failures. You see the result. You do not see the years of effort behind it. The truth is that every person has struggles. Every person faces challenges. Every person moves at a different pace. Life is not a race. Yet many people live as if they are competing with everyone around them. They feel behind. They feel inadequate. They feel frustrated. Not because they are failing, but because they are looking at the wrong scoreboard. Imagine planting a seed. Would you dig it up every day to check if it is growing? Of course not. You would water it, you would protect it, and you would give it time. Personal growth works the same way. When you constantly compare yourself to others, you stop watering your own growth. You spend your energy watching someone else's journey instead of building your own. The better question is not, am I ahead of other people? The better question is, am I improving? Even small progress matters. Reading a few pages, learning a new skill, exercising for 20 minutes, making one better decision. These actions may seem small today, but over time, they create a completely different future. The people who achieve meaningful success are usually not obsessed with other people's lives. They are focused on their own development. They know where their attention belongs. And that is the real lesson. Your attention is limited. Every minute spent comparing is a minute not spent growing. So stop looking left and right. Look forward. Focus on your path. Focus on your progress. Focus on becoming a better version of yourself. Because the moment you stop comparing, you begin recovering your time, your energy, and your confidence. And once that confidence starts growing, another challenge appears: the fear of disappointing other people. Let's explore that next. Part 3. The fear of disappointing others. Many people know what they want. Deep inside, they already know. They know the career they want to pursue. They know the habits they want to build. They know the changes they need to make. Yet they do nothing. Why? Because they are afraid of disappointing other people. They worry about criticism. They worry about rejection. They worry about what others might say. So they stay where they are, not because they are happy, but because it feels safe. This fear affects more lives than most people realize. A person stays in a job they dislike because others expect it. Someone gives up a dream because friends think it is unrealistic. Someone remains silent because they are afraid of being judged. Little by little, fear becomes the decision maker. And when fear controls your decisions, your life stops moving forward. Here is something important to remember. No matter what you do, someone will disagree with you. No matter what path you choose, someone will question it. That is simply part of life. You cannot make everyone happy, and trying to do so is exhausting. The goal is not to gain approval from everyone. The goal is to live in a way that is honest to yourself. This does not mean ignoring other people. It means respecting your own needs and values. It means having the courage to make choices that support your future. Many successful people faced criticism before they found success. Many people who are admired today were once doubted by others. If they had waited for everyone's approval, they would never have moved forward. The same is true for you. Growth requires courage. Sometimes courage means taking action even when others do not understand. Sometimes it means saying no. Sometimes it means choosing your own direction. The good news is that confidence grows each time you make a decision that aligns with your values. You begin trusting yourself more. You become less dependent on outside opinions. And slowly, you realize that your life belongs to you, not to the expectations of others. But once you stop living for approval, an important question appears. If you are no longer following other people's expectations, what should you focus on instead? The answer begins with the person you want to become. Part 4. Become the person you admire. Many people spend their lives chasing results. More money, a better job, a bigger house, a higher position. These goals are not wrong. But there is a question that is even more important. Who are you becoming? Your future is not built only by what you achieve. It is built by the person you become along the way. Think about the people you admire. Perhaps they are disciplined. Perhaps they are kind. Perhaps they are confident or resilient. What makes them impressive is not only what they have. It is who they are. That is why focusing on yourself means focusing on your character. The best investment you can make is investing in your own growth. Ask yourself a simple question. What kind of person do I want to be 5 years from now? Do you want to be healthier, more knowledgeable, more confident, more disciplined? Once you have an answer, your daily choices become clearer. You begin to make decisions based on your future, not your mood. This is where real change begins. Not with a huge transformation, but with small actions repeated consistently. A few pages read every day. A daily walk. A new skill practiced each week. A commitment to keep learning. These actions may seem insignificant, but they create momentum, and momentum creates results. Many people wait for motivation before they act. Successful people often do the opposite. They act first. Then motivation follows. They understand that progress is built through consistency, not perfection. You do not need to become a different person overnight. You only need to become a little better than yesterday. One small improvement, one small step, one small promise kept to yourself. Over time, these small actions shape your identity. They shape your habits. And eventually, they shape your life. The person you become tomorrow is being created by the choices you make today. That is why focusing on yourself is so powerful. It allows you to stop chasing distractions and start building a future with intention. But there is one resource that makes all growth possible. Without it, goals remain dreams. Without it, progress slows down. That resource is time. And how you use it may determine the direction of your entire life. Part 5. Protect your time. Protect your future. Time is one of the most valuable things you have. Unlike money, you cannot earn more of it. Once a day is gone, it never comes back. That is why people who focus on themselves learn to protect their time. Many people say they want a better life. They want to be healthier. They want to learn new skills. They want to reach their goals. But when you look at how they spend their days, you see a different picture. Hours disappear into distractions. Hours disappear into endless scrolling. Hours disappear into activities that do not move their lives forward. Then they wonder why nothing changes. The answer is often simple. Their daily actions do not match their long-term goals. Your future is hidden in your daily routine. What you do every day matters more than what you do once in a while. A single workout will not transform your health. A single book will not transform your mind. A single productive day will not transform your life. But repeated over months and years, these actions become powerful. Small habits create big results. This is why successful people pay attention to where their time goes. They understand that attention is a limited resource. Whatever receives your attention grows stronger. If you focus on learning, your knowledge grows. If you focus on healthy habits, your health improves. If you focus on meaningful goals, progress follows. The opposite is also true. If you spend most of your time distracted, distractions become your lifestyle. You do not need to be productive every minute. Rest is important. Enjoyment is important. Balance is important. But there is a difference between resting with purpose and wasting time without awareness. One restores your energy. The other slowly steals your potential. Imagine investing just 1 extra hour each day in your growth. 1 hour for reading. 1 hour for exercise. 1 hour for learning a valuable skill. Over a year, that small investment becomes hundreds of hours. And hundreds of hours can change a life. The truth is simple. How you spend your days is how you spend your life. Protect your time. Use it wisely. And invest it in the person you want to become. Because when you learn to value your time, you begin to value yourself. And that leads to the most important lesson of all. Part 6. Become your own foundation. At some point in life, you realize a powerful truth. People will come and go. Opinions will change. Success will rise and fall. But one person will stay with you through every moment of your life. That person is you. This is why focusing on yourself is so important. You are building the foundation of your future. Many people build their confidence on things outside their control. They feel good when others praise them. They feel strong when everything goes well. They feel valuable when they achieve success. But what happens when praise disappears? What happens when life becomes difficult? If your confidence depends on outside circumstances, it becomes fragile. A single setback can shake it. A single failure can weaken it. Real confidence is different. It comes from trusting yourself. It comes from knowing that you can face challenges and keep moving forward. And that trust is built through action. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, trust grows. Every time you choose discipline over excuses, trust grows. Every time you continue despite fear, trust grows. These moments may seem small, but together, they create a strong foundation. A foundation that does not depend on luck. A foundation that does not depend on approval. A foundation built on character. This kind of strength is quiet. It does not need attention. It does not need validation. It simply allows you to keep moving forward, even when life is uncertain. That is what happens when you focus on yourself. You stop chasing approval. You stop comparing yourself to others. You stop waiting for the perfect moment. Instead, you focus on growth. You focus on your habits. You focus on becoming a better version of yourself. And little by little, your life begins to change. Not because the world changed, but because you changed. The greatest gift you can give yourself is a strong mind, a clear purpose, and the confidence to follow your own path. When you build that foundation, challenges no longer stop you. They strengthen you. And that is when you discover what you are truly capable of becoming. Now let's bring all of these lessons together with one final thought. My friend, as we reach the end of this video, I want to leave you with one simple message. Your life changes when your focus changes. For years, you may have worried about what other people think. You may have compared yourself to others. You may have spent too much time seeking approval and not enough time building your own future. But today can be different. Today, you can make a new choice. A choice to invest in yourself. A choice to protect your time. A choice to stop comparing and start growing. Remember, focusing on yourself is not selfish. It is responsible. When you become stronger, healthier, wiser, and more confident, you are able to bring more value to the people around you. Real growth does not happen overnight. It happens one day at a time, one habit at a time, one decision at a time. So do not worry about becoming perfect. Focus on becoming better. Focus on taking the next step, and then the next one. A year from now, you may look back and realize that the small choices you made today changed the direction of your life. Never underestimate the power of consistent growth. Never underestimate what you can achieve when your attention is focused on the things that truly matter. Thank you for spending this time with me. If you found value in this message, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Share it with someone who may need this reminder today. Until next time, take care of yourself. Keep learning. Keep growing. And remember, the more you focus on becoming your best self, the less you need to prove yourself to anyone else. See you in the next video.